And now we go to percussion cap. So this percussion cap, also you can read about the history. I'm not going to go through it when it was developed there in Europe, and then Iranians later also adopted that. So this is again, we have imported ones, British percussion cap mechanisms. Then we have imitations of them. Then we have Iranian-made percussion cap. Again, the same procedure. So basically, they imported it. Then they tried to make which looks like them. They sign it, and then they made completely Iranian version of it. So
Yeah.
same thing.
Well, it's interesting. I just looking at this gun with the percussion lock. It probably was originally had a flintlock because it's a high quality gun. It's probably older than.
And you know how you can tell, and that's what in my book I also wrote that some of the barrels they're dated much earlier than the introduction of percussion cap.
Yeah.
That's the way you can.
This struck me as there's several books on arms and armor in Russian collections, and they have wheel lock pistols that have the wheel lock's been taken out and they put a flintlock in because it's more efficient and more reliable, like 120 years after the pistol was made, and it's still being used because the barrel was good, and the barrels on these would last. That there is, when you shoot a gun a lot, the barrel heats up and you can have problems with it. Yes. And things like naval guns on ships, the barrels had to be regularly replaced because shooting really large charges with heavy projectiles really wrecks the barrels. But a pattern welded barrel of high quality and mass, that is to say, it's not a thin barrel, it's quite a thick wall barrel. They probably last for 150 years in use. So if they come along with the new technology, and it's relatively easy to modify. I mean, you only have to take the trigger mechanism out, put the new one in, you're using the same hole through the barrel for the touch hole kind of thing. I assume there's different geometries.
Yes.
But it's relatively easy to update a gun.
So another one, Bede?
Wow, that's got a really interesting stock.
Yes, the stock is made by Musa, and the percussion cap lock, this has an Iranian one, which is signed, made by Hossein. So Hossein made the percussion cap, and Musa made the barrel.
Yeah, but that stock is clearly modeled on a European one near the trigger, but at the back it's perfectly Iranian.
Yes.
It's a bit hybrid. And the shortened wooden stock under the barrel is a thing that you would see in the 19th century in a lot of places. The full-length stock was still common on military weapons.
In Persian, they called it a stock with a testicle. Excuse me that I mentioned that, but I think there was a reason they called it that way.
Yes. Well,
sorry to mention that.
Yeah, it can easily be understood. But yes. Yeah, this is a really. I mean, it's funny how easily you can adapt an old gun to a new system, because the barrel on that looks really quite old. I mean, it's very sophisticated. It's
very
multiple curves.
Yes, exactly.
In its taper and everything like that.
Yes, absolutely. And we can, then there are some examples we are not going to, about how this percussion cap, but you can find in my book. Look at this one's Bede. A wall gun? Yes.
But bipods like that were used all through Central Asia up into Mongolia and China.
Yeah.
not as war guns, and you see there's paintings, I think, of Jahangir in Mughal India shooting. You sat on the ground, you folded out the bipod, and you used it in hunting for precision shooting.
Yes.
Bipods, like in Tibet, there's photographs from Tibet with people carrying
Yes.
guns with bipods just like that. They were really popular for about 400 years.
Yes. This one is a very heavy gun, though, Pete. This one, what you can see it here. Very
Well,
heavy.
it's got a. Normally, the bipods aren't made out of steel. That one's got a steel bipod, which
Yes.
tends to. And
Exactly.
see how
Exactly.
it's designed to stick into hard ground or something
Yes.
to
Yes.
brace it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Maybe even into a mud brick wall.
Yes.
But yeah, see, this is it. There was even the stock, like where it's sitting against the shoulder, is bigger than on the previous examples,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
except for the war guns.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Um, yeah,
Yes. Very. And then another one. Again, the barrel made by Musa. And then again, look at the bipod. Look how thick it is, Pete.
yeah, yeah. But it's also quite an elegant shape. Often, when you are carrying the gun, rather than fold the bipod back, and it's clear from the shape of this one, it's the same. You folded it out so it was sticking up like rabbit ears above the barrel.
Yeah.
This what interests me immediately is, again, as a wall gun, it's got the big semicircular
Yeah.
plate to hold the sighting holes.
Yes.
Um, it's got a very, very high quality wooden stock. That piece of wood in that is exceptional.
Yes. Very good ones.
Uh,
Yes. Excuse me.
and almost certainly it was a different type of gun and
Yes.
converted into a percussion lock because they still worked really well.
Yes. And this one is says Sahib Yusuf Khan, means the owner is Yusuf Khan, which has the name of the owner on it.
Yeah, otherwise
The,
it'd be Amal. Yeah.
yes, but the percussion cap is British on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, why not? The
Yes.
British had lots of stuff to sell. Uh, I've I'm trying to remember where it was I read it. I was reading about saddlery in Iran in the late Qajar period,
Yeah.
like the second half of the 19th century.
Yes.
And most of the saddles, despite the fact the Iranians made brilliant saddles,
Yeah.
and certainly in the southwest still made brilliant saddles,
Yes.
most of the saddles were second-hand British Indian Army cavalry saddles
Ah,
because they were so cheap. Why would you make one when you could buy one second-hand?
oh, that's true. That's true.
And so there's with the cases of, I mean, on a gun like this, which is such a high quality gun,
Yeah.
you've gone out and you've bought the best lock you can buy, whether
Yes.
it's from the East India Company or it's from the French or it's from a really high quality local maker.
Yes.
But the problem is you may have 100 really good quality local makers, but they
Yes.
might not be able to supply enough locks for the army and all the people that wanted them. And
Absolutely.
hunters, for instance. Because
Absolutely.
percussion locks are really good for hunters.
Yes.
Because, first of all, when you pull the trigger, the gun fires.
Yes.
With a flintlock, when you pull the trigger, half a second later or a quarter of a second later, the gun
Yes.
fires, in which time something could have moved.
Yes.
So percussion locks are a really big advantage for hunters, as well as for the military, where they're much easier to
Yes.
maintain.
Absolutely.
Well, see, again, I really like the stocks on these Persian
Yes.
guns. There's something very elegant about them.
And these percussion
Rustam,
cap mechanisms is
yeah.
signed with Amal Rostam. It's not Rostam from Shahnameh. He didn't make this percussion
No,
cap.
no.
It's a
Rustam is a
name.
popular name.
It's a popular name. Amal Rostam, right?
Mm.
So this is also very interesting. So you can see the names of them beat, right? But this is of course not a wall gun. This is a just shoulder gun. It has a British
Yeah.
percussion cap, sorry, and the
Hmm.
mechanism and the punched maker's mark, Amale Mustafa, right? So I mean, on the barrel,
Yeah.
Amale Mustafa,
That's a
the word.
nice looking gun too.
Yes. And then here we have another one, Iranian percussion cap mechanism, signed with the chiseled maker's mark, Amale Ali Akbar Isfahani. So it was made in Isfahan, right?
Mm. Or at
Beautiful.
least by somebody who came from Isfahan.
Or who came from Isfahan,
Yeah.
exactly.
But I noticed it's got quite a bit of decoration towards the tip of the barrel as well,
Yes. We are going to
etched
see
in
some
or
of them. Yes.
yeah.
And
Well,
this is the personal gun of Nasseruddin Shah Qajar with his name on it and says it belongs to Nasseruddin Shah with a
yeah.
percussion cap mechanism. Isn't it beautiful?
I was going to say, look at the high quality of the wood in that stock.
Yeah,
It's like a jewel,
it is.
just the wood, and then you've got a top quality barrel. It's remarkably restrained for something that Nasruddin Shah owned.
Yes.
He did like lots of jewels and things.
Yes.
Clearly,
The barrel
his
bead.
hunting guns were
Yes.
very practical.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah. And this one is again another one. Because it was his collection and his names again written on it as well. That was his. Also brought British percussion cap mechanisms. Uh, and there is an inscription, Amir Jang. I didn't say warlord. I said it on purpose, translated to Lord of War, because if you say
yeah.
warlord translated in English, it sounds very strange.
Well,
So
yeah, he certainly wasn't a warlord. He was
yes,
just the
exactly.
emperor, the
That's
Shah.
yeah,
But
that's it. Yeah,
I like the decoration at the base of the
yeah,
where it rests against the shoulder. That's
yes,
really
very
see.
nice,
It's weird. His guns are really elegant,
very
whereas a lot of his jewelry was so over the top.
over the top. Yes,
I mean, it's like he has a different aesthetic for guns.
yes,
Uh,
very good
because I
point,
mean,
Pete. Very
these
good
are
point.
really nice looking guns.
Very nice ones. And then, okay,
See,
this is with the name of Muhammad Shah Qajar. This is this one. British
mhm,
percussion cap mechanisms, again, with the barrel, older barrel, made of pattern
mhm.
barrel steel. And look at the gun stock. This is so
Yeah,
fun.
modern gun stock.
Yeah.
Or modern-ish. But
Fun.
yeah, that was the first thing that struck me. And they've taken the support out from the barrel
Yes.
because
That's
they don't need it, I suppose.
yes.
But
Yes. Very nice.
and it's a way to show off more of the barrel, I think,
Yes.
too. Um, also,
Okay.
that's got inlay in the stock as well.
Yes. So this is an older gun which has from the
Mm,
Zand period, dated, but
mm,
of course they changed the mechanism. They put the British percussion cap on that, right? You see
mhm.
that bit?
Yeah, but it's got a two-hole back sight on it.
Yeah.
It's got inlays in the wood
Yeah.
of ivory and is it gold with precious stones in it?
Yes. Exactly.
But they're small. They're not over
Very
the
small.
top.
That's very small. Yeah.
And the European lock has a stag hunt on it. Is there a dog chasing a stag there?
I think
Just
so.
under where the wire is
Yeah.
twisted.
Yeah, there's a dog chasing a stack. Yes, that's it.
Where the hammer is, the where it strikes where the cap is, I think the explosion of the percussion cap gradually eroded
Yeah.
the metal there.
Here.
I'm not
Yes.
sure if I read that somewhere or I just
Yes. It did.
imagined it.
Here you mean, right?
Yeah,
Here. Yeah, yeah, it did.
yeah.
Did.
Whereas the nipple, where the percussion cap is, you can see it's designed to be unscrewed and replaced.
Yes.
Whereas that you have to take the whole thing off and replace it.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, the old barrel is really striking, and again, high quality wood in the stock.
Yes.
There's
The
there's
wood
a
is
real
magnificent. Yeah.
yeah,
And look at this one beat. This is a percussion cap
yeah,
lock. And now, interesting, it looks European. Do you remember what I said that? But
yeah.
it's made by Hossein, so he wrote his name on it as well. But look, he imitated the British. One has to be very
Yeah.
careful not to imitate, oh, that's British. This was one of
Well,
those
yeah,
imitations.
because looking at it, you've got the
Yeah,
dog running along at the back. You've got the
yeah,
birds flying,
yes,
which look like some kind of water bird.
yes.
And I can see, like the odd Persian word in there. But the decoration, whereas it's a little bit Persianized,
Yes,
but it's clearly kind of a nod back to European design as well. Um,
yes, yes. Very
yeah,
nice.
I like the way that he's just added these little features
And
to.
here, you see that beat? He put the Persian
Yeah,
flower.
he's put a flower.
He,
That
for-
stood right out. Just a little
he
flower.
forgot. He forgot to imitate the British. He couldn't stop
Yeah,
his Persianness here. You see?
Yeah, yeah. We've got to have a flower. That makes
You
sense.
see that? Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah,
funny. It doesn't look like
yeah,
the rest of the decoration, you see? Yeah, fun.
yeah. Well, see, the rest of it is kind of European Persianized.
Yes.
It is European, but the way it's put together, the kind of structural way it's put together, is quite Persian to my
Yes.
eyes.
Yes.
Um,
Very
yeah,
funny.
it's lovely. Even the screw is a flower. Well, actually, the next screw is a flower.
And this
They
is
do like.
also a Persian, again, name. You see that Amale,
Mm,
you see that here is Amale Hossein, you see it in Persian. So it
yeah.
is a Persian lock, and but again, trying to imitate even the decoration. That's very interesting, you see?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but I mean, that might be just saying, well, this is the way locks are supposed to look. So we'll
Yes.
do this decoration too. This is
Yes.
what we're used to. This is what we like. But you look at the stock with flowers inlaid and all this kind of workmanship,
Yes.
not over the top, because we know you can do a lot more than this.
Yeah.
We've seen it on other
Absolutely.
things. But still, it's got this nice development. The other thing, again, they've got rear sights. So these are not, well,
Yes.
we know from the decoration, these aren't for ordinary troops.
No, no, they were
And
not.
probably they're for hunting rather than for military use.
And look at these ones as well. Here, this is also very
Mm.
beautiful percussion cap. Also
I
made
think yeah,
as a
the
local.
decoration there is, well, there's a tiger in it, isn't there, or a leopard, which tends to suggest more Persian influence.
Yes, it's a
I
Persian.
still
Yes,
like, yeah, I still like the fact that the decoration on the barrel is so strong and beautiful.
yes, very nice.
I mean, that really stands out.
Yes.
Um,
And this is a British percussion cap, right?
mhm,
And but then cap said on a wall gun on its barrel it says the owner Yusuf Khan. It's a very heavy gun. So Yusuf Khan
mm.
had it, right? Very heavy and thick.
Again, the barrel probably predates the
Yes,
gun as a whole,
yes,
and the
absolutely.
stock probably predates the lock.
Yes,
Um,
yes, yes,
because I mean, if you've got a good barrel and a good stock, you
yes.
just update the lock. Yeah, it's a bit complicated, but certainly
And look at this
gunsmiths.
one, Bede. This is again a Persian lock percussion cap. Amal Rostam. So Rostam made it. Again, look at the imitation he made, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, but that's the whole thing about it. It is kind of an English lord would pick up his shotgun, and if it had that design on it, it'd look right until he looked at it really closely, and then well, that's a whole different style.
Yes.
But it's in the right place in the right way. Again, the barrel decoration is really high grade.
High grade. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, it's and even the stock decoration, the little diamonds of ivory or
Yeah.
bone or whatever it is,
Yes.
that and the inlaid lines of ivory.
It's ivory.
I
Yes.
mean, yeah, I mean, this is just so beautifully done.
This is a British percussion cap mechanism. This one is British,
Mhm.
not locally made on an Iranian gun. And then we have a punched mark on the barrel, the work of Mustafa. So again,
Mm. See, again, what we're looking at here is the British-made locks
yeah.
fit in design-wise. I mean, this kind of highly decorated British type lock
Yes.
you would probably only see on rich people's sporting guns
Yes.
in Britain if you did see it. And later on, when they used etching and things like that to do it, you see more guns with, and you see it in Colt guns, highly decorated Colt guns have complex work like this on it too. So it was a thing that was, acceptable within the general context,
Yeah.
but it matched the designs quite well.
So it's Iranian percussion cap mechanisms and which says Amale Ali Akbar Isfahani. You see that here? Amale Ali
Yeah.
Akbar Isfahani here.
Oh,
Beautiful.
right, yeah. And again, using European designs, but in a Persian way, I think.
Yes.
Maybe I
Very,
like the remains of the decoration on the barrel too. I think that looks very nice.
very nice. Yes.
Once, I mean, obviously, wear and tear, that barrel maybe is 200 years old when they made it into this gun.
Yeah. And then here we British percussion cap mechanism. Okay, look at this. This is Nasruddin Shah Qajar. And look at the gold here. thick.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if I have.
that's more like what I'd expect from
Yes,
Nasruddin.
yes, and then oh yeah,
Uh,
that's the barrel of Nasruddin Shah. Look at this.
oh
That's the,
my goodness,
look
look at
at
the
the
pattern
barrel.
on that.
Look at the
That
barrel.
is
I wanted to show you
exceptional.
this, Pete. Look at
Yeah,
the
no,
barrel.
that is so exceptional.
Yeah.
I mean, that's everything at that level is just beyond belief.
Hey, this is just piece of jewel. I think this is not a
Oh yeah,
gun.
well, it is for the Shah. I mean, clearly the Shahs knew the good stuff. Um,
Imagine equipping the whole army with this gun.
yeah, we're never that rich. Yeah, that gun probably would pay for enough guns for a company, like
Exactly.
180 guns or whatever for a company.
Yeah.
Uh, that's how much it costs.
Look how
But again,
beautiful it is. Hmm?
it is exceptional. Do we know the date of the barrel? Because it looks old, but the level of technique in it is so
Yeah, it is. I
high.
mean, I have a whole descriptions in my book, also the
All
measurements,
right,
everything, the
I'll
weight.
have to look them up.
Yeah, but just let me see, where was that? Huh? Oh yeah, that's this one, exactly.
Hmm.
This is this one. And now look at this British percussion cap mechanism. Okay, this with Muhammad Shah Qajar. We saw that.
Hmm.
That was this one with this strange stock. Remember?
Oh, European style stock, yeah.
Yes, European.
But again, the decoration on the barrel is purely Persian,
Yes,
and in fact, I'd say some of that gilding, the gilding on the base where the nipple is for the percussion cap,
yes,
that looks more Persian than
yes,
English.
yes,
Whereas the gilding where the name is
yes,
looks more English than Persian,
yes.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
So quite clearly, they were masters of whatever they wanted
Yes,
to do. I'm sure that it didn't. The lock didn't come originally with gilding on it. Oh, there he's out shooting.
yes,
Hmm.
yes. So these are these
Not
shootings.
that different from the Nadir Shah.
Yes,
The pose, the pose is very much like the Nadir Shah
yes,
miniature painting pose.
yes.
But they're still aiming.
Look at the
Um,
stirrup beat.
yeah, that's very much the kind of Iraqi style or Luristani. You see those a lot in Luristan as well,
Mm.
rather than the Safavid stirrup, which is much narrower. I like those stirrups, incidentally, having occasionally used them on horseback. They are the most comfortable and secure feeling stirrups I've ever ridden with.
B, do you remember one of the Nasruddin Shah guys? Those plain ones, not the one we saw later when he was the big king. This is one
Yeah.
of them is depicted here in this rare painting. So young Nasruddin Shah Qajar depicted with his gun. This is one of his earlier guns. Do you remember? They said they were
Yeah,
plain.
because he's a
And
yeah,
later on, when
horse.
he was shot, his gun, do you remember what it became looked like than the last one?
Well, yeah, but once you show you can demand the best, when you're the crown prince or one of the princes, as he probably was earlier, you basically it's what dad decides to give you. Um, but yeah, what is he's 8 or 9 or something there.
Yeah.
Really, I don't think he's reached his teen years. Really,
Yes.
he's
Yes.
so thin.
Funny, huh?
Yeah.
And look
Oh,
at
that's
this one.
interesting. Mm.
This is nice, huh? Very nice.
Yeah, yeah. That's very much that late 19th century style.
Yes.
But it's got to feel like that thing where the person's face, they're very serene. They're doing something really exciting or dangerous, but they don't look. They're very serene and calm.
Yes, they are.
Even the horse is showing a degree of calm.
And this is a very rare painting. You see, they're all on horseback shooting. You see that?
Mm.
Very interesting.
And yes, and somebody's been lifted out of their saddle as their horse runs off into the
Yes.
distance.
Yes, yes.
But that's from the Shahnameh, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
The
from
Sunday.
Shahnameh. Yes, that's clear.
Yeah, yeah,
That's clear. So,
yeah. That
so
was
we
good.
went through matchlocks, flintlocks, percussion cap. Let's look at pistols.